Hello, I'm standing right now in front of the SUACE offices in Asunción, Paraguay. In this office, every investing program for direct permanent residency is processed. Two of them, the SUACE Business Plan, which has existed for years, and the Paraguay Investor Pass, which launched in April 2026. In the last few weeks, I've seen a lot of online articles and videos talking about these programs, and a lot of what's being said is wrong. So I came here in person to the building to get definitive answers from the officials who actually run these programs. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through both of them accurately so you know what's actually true. Let's start. Quick context first. In Paraguay, the standard path to permanent residency takes around 2 years. You apply for temporary residency, you wait, and then you convert. That's the path most applicants take. But for investors and entrepreneurs, there are two ways to skip the 2-year wait and go directly to permanent residency in 30 to 45 days. Both are processed here at SUACE. The first is for people who want to operate a business in Paraguay. The second is for people who want to deploy capital into assets without running a business. Let me walk through each one. The first program is the SUACE Business Plan. This is the original direct PR pathway, and it's designed for entrepreneurs and active investors. Here's how it works. You commit to investing $70,000 into a real business that you open here in Paraguay. That $70,000 isn't the fee, it's capital you deploy into the business, equipment, infrastructure, software, whatever the business needs to operate. You also commit to adding 5 local employees registered with IPS, Paraguay Social Security Authority. These have to be real employees on real payroll, informal arrangement don't count. And you submit a formal business plan that describes what the business does, how the capital will be deployed, and the 24-month execution timeline. In return, you skip the 2-year temporary residency wait entirely and go to permanent residency directly in approximately 30 to 45 days, including both the PR card and the cedula in hand. 3 things to keep in mind. 1. Both the $70,000 investment and the 5 employees must be in place within 24 months from when SUACE issues your investor certificate. This is a binding sworn declaration. If you don't comply, your residency can be revoked. 2. The business has to be real, operational, doing actual business activity. SUACE is not interested in shell companies that only exist on paper. 3. And we'll come back to this, permanent residency under this program is granted to be primary investor only, not your spouse, not your children. We'll cover the family rules in detail in a moment. If you generally want to operate a business in Paraguay, this is one of the strongest entrepreneur immigration pathways anywhere in Latin America. The second program is the new one, the Paraguay Investor Pass, launched in April 2026. This is the program I came here in person to get clarity on, because most of what's being published online about it is in several places not accurate. So let me give you the facts. The Investor Pass gives you direct permanent residency to one of 3 investment tracks. The first one is $200,000 in Paraguay real estate. The second one, $200,000 in Paraguay stock market. And the third one is $150,000 in improved tourism project. Now, here's what most articles got wrong and what SUACE confirmed to me directly. Correction 1. Many sources say that the process is electronic. It's not. The application is 100% in person. You must physically come to Paraguay to submit it. There is no remote pathway. Correction number 2. Many sources describe all 3 tracks as no company, no business plan. That's only true for 2 of them. The tourism track requires you to form a Paraguayan company and submit a business plan, because tourism projects are treated as active businesses, not passive investments. You don't need the 5 employees that the business plan requires, but you do need a company and a business plan. Correction 3, the family rules. We're going to address this in a dedicated section in a moment because it applies to both programs. Now, let me walk through the practical details to each track. Real estate, held in your personal name, no company needed, but, and this is critical, the property must be commercial, rental, renovation, and resale, or development. You cannot buy a house to live in and qualify. That's not what this program is for. The good news, you don't need $200,000 in cash up front. A 30% down payment with a signed purchase contract for the rest is enough. So in practice, you can start this with around $60,000 cash plus financing. You can also spread the $200,000 across multiple properties. It doesn't have to be one big asset. Okay, the next one is the stock market. You do it with your personal name, no company needed. The Bolsa de Valores in Paraguay now runs on Nasdaq infrastructure, so it's accessible and credible. The tax angle here matters. Foreign investors pay 15% on dividends from Paraguayan stocks. Once you become a permanent resident, that drops to 8%. So you're cutting your dividend tax roughly in half just by holding residency. Now let's talk about tourism. This is a broad definition. Hotels, Airbnb operation, eco lodges, theme parks. Require the company and a business plan, but no 5 employees minimum. Across all 3 tracts, processing time is 30 to 45 days from submission to having both your permanent residency and your cédula de identidad in hand. Now, the family question. This is the part I want to be very clear about because I came to SUACE specifically to clarify this. Many online sources, and to be honest, until recently our own material, described this program as covering the whole family under a single investment. This is not accurate. SUACE confirmed to me directly in person, permanent residency under any SUACE program, business plan or investor pass is granted to the primary applicant only. Your spouse, your children, your dependents, they do not receive a permanent residency to your investment or your business. Family members must apply for residency separately through the standard residency track, temporary residency first, then conversion to permanent residency after the legally required period. This applies equally to both programs. There is no difference between them in that sense. So here's the honest framing for what you can do with your family. You will come and do the PR, and your family, all of them will do the TR first. Now, what you need to understand is that the direct PR programs, business plan and investor pass are tools for the primary investors when there is a specific reason to lock in PR faster than the standard track allows. So to wrap up, which program fits which person? Okay, the SUACE business plan, it will fit well for entrepreneurs who genuinely want to operate a real business in Paraguay. $70,000, 5 employees, business plan, direct PR for the investor. Paraguay Investor Pass for capital-ready investors who want to deploy $150,000 to $200,000 into a real asset, property, securities, or tourism, without running a 5-employee business. Direct PR for the investor. There is no universal best option. There is only the right fit for your specific situation. I'm Osher, co-founder of WeParaguay. I work directly with SUACE and the relevant Paraguayan government offices. I came to this building behind me to get the information you just heard, because I'd rather give you accurate information than repeat what's circulating online. If you want to figure out which Paraguay residency route fits your specific situation, your capital, your family, your business, book a call with me. 20 minutes, we'll go through it straight and with no fluff. Link in the description. See you on the call.